Yeah.
Okay, we're going. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining us on Order Moon, and I have a very special guest, Roman Martinez. That's how I say it?
Yes. Chimbera. You
Okay.
can call me Chimbera as well.
Chimbera, that's very cool. That's your Twitter or X
It's
handle?
my nickname,
Nickname.
but a lot of people call me and know me by Chimbera.
Okay, great. So we're here at the Plan B Lugano Festival. I'm feeling super hyped because Roman has just been on the stage with some other amazing people, Bitcoin Beach folks, and the Bitcoin Akazi guy talking about Bitcoin circular economies.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, there were some really important points made there, and this video is made for you and you and you who think Bitcoin is just for saving, for hodling. Now then, it's not just for hodling. Can you explain to all those people who hodl Bitcoin why they should spend some of their SATS?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me. I think Bitcoin circular economies are. Let's explain what is a Bitcoin circular economy, because
Yes.
I also think like a lot of people don't understand in the context, you know. And a Bitcoin circular economy is a place that you can live in a Bitcoin standard, and what that means to live in a Bitcoin standard is where you can earn, spend, and saving in Bitcoin, you know. And Bitcoin Beach in El Salvador was the first Bitcoin circular economy, you know, on the world that we prove how Bitcoin can be used as a tool, you know, as a tool for locals, as a tool also for tourism to come and bring, you know. It's so beautiful to see like tourists from all over the world that we all hold Bitcoin, right? But when we're traveling to another country, we need to worry about what currency they use in that country. How can I get like access to the local currency? I'm gonna get problems to have my bank, you know. I need to tell my bank that I'm gonna be traveling in South Africa, in El Salvador. But the beautiful about Bitcoin is that you just can put Bitcoin in your Lightning wallet and go to one of these Bitcoin circular economies and arrive there and be able to pay everything with Bitcoin. You know, in El Salvador, you can pay everything with Bitcoin: your food, your accommodation, your surfing lessons, your tours, your everything, whatever you want.
Transport and everything.
Transport,
Yeah.
whatever you want to imagine,
Yes.
you can pay it with Bitcoin. And back to your question, I think. If you believe in this technology, if you understand Bitcoin, you will be willing to spend Bitcoin. I understand here in Europe, you know, there is not a reason, like, but we're here in Lugano, you know. Lugano, you have, I think Joe was saying 300
He
merchants.
did? Yep. Yes, he did.
That accepting Bitcoin payment. I have been paying with Bitcoin here. And the same Bitcoin that I use in El Salvador, I'm here in Lugano buying a beer, buying a glass of wine,
Absolutely.
you know, and that's beautiful. And
And the point was made, sorry to interrupt, that it accelerates hyper-Bitcoinization, potentially.
yeah,
Do you not think that if we spend our SATs, it moves things forward quicker?
exactly, like Herman was saying, like it's depending on us how fast we want this
Yeah.
hyper Bitcoinization will happen, you know. And it's like if we all start using Bitcoin, I understand it's the best asset, it's the wealth for my kids, but it's also the money that we can use now. It's that technology. And you know, you spend Bitcoin and you can rebuy, you can replace, you know.
Yes.
So I really encourage people to go and visit one Bitcoin circular economy.
Yeah.
And then bring Bitcoin and see that eventually, you know, when you're using it, your mind change and you say like, wow, I will keep using Bitcoin because it make my life easier, you know.
Absolutely. Be like Georgi, who's very kindly on the camera, and
He was in El Salvador.
he
was
went to
paying
El Salvador,
everything with Bitcoin.
and he's now in Bulgaria supporting the Order Moon project, spending in our supporting restaurants his SATs, and he's replacing them, aren't you?
Of course,
Yes,
every day.
Every day.
Every day at the mesa restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
And I one of the things that I see also when people came, that you know, like Bitcoiners sometimes it's hard, you know, that I understand this mindset of whole, you know, but when they come to places like El Salvador, like, and you see that spending your Bitcoin, who's gonna benefit from it is a street vendor that doesn't have even like a bank account, and Bitcoin representing that access for the first time to have to be part of a financial system, to be part of
Yes.
be prepared for selling a product and receive their first digital payment,
And the first time, I think you mentioned on stage just now, the first time they've ever actually saved some money.
Yeah.
And I think that actually can be life-changing, surely.
That's what we saw in Bitcoin Beach for the first time.
Did you?
People saving money for the first time, and this is really curious because people were saying that they couldn't save money because their salary was too low,
And all of a sudden they receive SATS.
and the same salary,
Yeah.
but now having a place where they can storage.
Yeah.
And they exchange to what they need to spend, but they have a place where to leave some money. They start saving, and that's really curious because now I understand why my past generations were not able to change the reality, is because we get told since we're kids that if you want to save money, you gotta put it in the bank
Yes.
because that's the safe place to
Yes.
do it. But if you don't have a bank account, what you're gonna do?
Yes.
You're gonna spending, and that's what many families have been doing. Earning and spending, and the reality never have been changing. So Bitcoin is giving that access to people for the first time, and it's beautiful to see that.
Absolutely. And of course, you're separating the state from the money by using Bitcoin. Because
Exactly.
if you put your money in the bank account, it will be worth less next year.
Yeah. Like this.
What have we got here? We have got Euro notes, kind of, with the B.
Yeah. Someone give me this, and it's really funny. But it's
There we
it's part of
BTC.
it's part
21.
of what Bitcoin bring to all of us. I think is we get educate
Yeah.
with financial education. I think in the
Good point. Yes.
in the whole thing.
We start understanding what money really is all about, don't we?
But did you understand about money before Bitcoin?
Not so well, although I was a banker, but I agree. In fact, I was explaining to someone the other day, Roman, that with another banker who I was running with Bitcoin runners the other day, early in the morning, and we both said we felt there was something wrong with what we were doing. There was no ethical guidance.
It's good coming from a bunker.
Yes, that's right. It should be. We both felt the same. He's now living in Switzerland. I'm in Bulgaria as an English guy. And we also had Joe Nakamoto saying some people in some of these other countries, like the UK, are feeling a little bit down and oppressed. And one of the points was that go to some other country and see what's happening and some of the optimism. And I wouldn't say Bulgaria is exactly like some of the,
The most warm place in the.
but no, it's a nice place to go, and we encourage you to come, particularly to our hometown.
I was there in Sofia.
You were, yeah.
Wow.
So you can have some fun, but I do encourage people to spend those sats in these circular economies and see what it's all about, and not just hodl. All you Bulgarians are just hodling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to spend because it makes it more real, makes it more like money, doesn't it?
Yeah, and one of the things that we're seeing in El Salvador now is the Bitcoin tourism,
Yeah.
and it's really cool actually
Yeah.
that, like, we all want to traveling, right? It doesn't matter if you're here in Switzerland and Bulgaria or in Canada, in the USA. Every year you want to do a vacation. Why you don't do a Bitcoin vacation?
Absolutely.
Choose a Bitcoin circular economy.
Yeah.
Go and see it, because I have been seeing a lot of Bitcoiners that came to El Salvador for the first time. Bitcoiners, long time that they are Bitcoiner for a long time. They're coming to El Salvador and say, I never did I never used Lightning. It works, and the first time that they do it, it's like
Oh my God.
that's
Yeah.
So a lot of Bitcoiners, even from the purpose of getting educated and see how this technology, it's not just an asset, it's not just money, it's a full technology, that is changing the world,
Yeah, experience the magic of Lightning payments because they work very well. And by the way, if you do decide to come to Bulgaria, drop us an email at ordermoon.com, because we want to meet you. We want Bitcoin tourists. We always get on well with Bitcoiners, don't we? And you know, the whole vibe here in Lugano is so good. You can come and speak to everyone. But second, as you say, you help accelerate the usage, because when you spend in our supporting restaurants, we give SATS back, as you know, part of the wonderful Bitcoin Beach grant. And that goes to the restaurant manager. Then the restaurant manager becomes all enthusiastic. He goes, oh, how do I get more of these sats? Oh, I better help promote Bitcoin a bit more.
And a good thing about Bitcoin is that, like, we all play a role, and all the roles are important, you know?
Yes.
Some people are in the front line, some people are in the back end, but all the roles are important. And the roles that you can play, you know, if you're not a tech person, if you're not a developer, if you're not a Bitcoin car dev, we're not, you know, but our role is educating people. Our role is building Bitcoin circular economy, supporting Bitcoin circular economy. But what is your role? Your role is to have fun. Go have fun spending Bitcoin in one of these Bitcoin circular economies, you know?
Absolutely. Well, on that absolute high note and super energy, thank you so much for joining us on the show. And what do you think about the statue? We've been, hopefully some of you have seen it. This is Satoshi Nakamoto, done by Satoshi Gallery. Thank you, Satoshi Gallery.
Wow, it's amazing.
It is amazing.
I think I want to talk to them that we need one in El Salvador.
Yeah, I have to say, I was thinking, I want one of those.
Yeah.
I think everyone's thinking the same.
Satoshi Gallery.
They've done an amazing job. Thank you, guys.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think I have been seeing like so many posts of people loving it around the world, you know. And I think it will be a great attraction for Lugano, and you know, you come to Lugano, you will want to come and see it, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. So come to Lugano, go to El Salvador, come to Bulgaria, both Sofia and Plovdiv. Come and watch a football match. And once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thanks, George.